It would be so sweet. All I really want is to be happy, is to find a lover's mind. It would be so sweet. All I really want is to be happy, is to find a lover's mind. It would be so sweet. Echo lower.
By the way, I can automatically set your volume to 3 every morning before you wake up. Would you like me to do that?
No.
No problem.
What's up, you guys? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. This is my top threes of the week, darling. Hey, Ravi. Any relation to Ravi B? That's one of my favorite soca artists, okay? Ravi B. Alcohol. You don't know about that thing. So we're not going there today. We're not going there today. All right, so my top threes. Y'all heard me blast a little bit of Mary J. Blige. Oh my gosh. I just saw the Mary J. Blige My Life documentary on Amazon Prime. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say for that. It was absolutely amazing. I can just say for myself, I didn't know how iconic that album was because I was a kid when it was coming on and when it was played on the radio and all the music videos and everything. So I knew like all the lyrics. I'm talking about all the songs and everything. But to hear her in first person talk about what she was dealing with and what she was going through, was like, wow, now that I'm older, now that I'm way more experienced in life and a lot more stuff has happened to me, I can absolutely identify with the album. They just celebrated 25 years since the release of My Life. And that was, I believe that was her second album. That was her second album ever. And so, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, you know, is she going to be able to, you know, do something better than What's the 411? What's the 411 was a great record. It was a great album. But My Life was so monumental to her skills. It was so monumental to the culture. And as a little black girl growing up in the South, hearing someone that had such soul, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Ravi, hey. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Yes, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And so watching the documentary was absolutely amazing. And to get her firsthand account of different things that were going on, and you get a little bit more view about her childhood and how things were framed for her. And it was eye-opening. And it furthermore just solidified in my mind and my heart and soul as Mary J. Blige as being one of my favorite artists of all times. I actually got a chance. I got press tickets for when, I want to say that was like maybe 20, or I don't know, 2017 or 2018, nationality, please. I'm an American citizen. Yes, I'm here in the US of A, American born, but my family is West Indian. So I do have a lot of ties to the Caribbean, a lot of ties to Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, Cuba, and places as such. So yes, I do have those type of ties. Awesome. I love getting questions in between the questioning. I love that. That's awesome. But no, if you have a chance to look at the documentary, and if you're a Mary fan, you're going to love it. You're going to absolutely love this documentary. I loved it. And just to see her really open up her vulnerability a little bit for fans to actually get a sight of who Mary is. And I thought that it was absolutely amazing. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And now I got to try to get some Mary on vinyl, y'all. You know, you can't get it anywhere. You can't find it nowhere. I got to get Mary on vinyl. I got to do that. So y'all go check out Mary J. Blige. Her documentary, My Life, is on Amazon Prime right now. I don't know how long it's going to be there, if it's going to just be there indefinitely. But it's definitely a good watch. If you're a Mary fan, you're going to love this. You're going to absolutely love it. So definitely tip my hat off to Mary. Yes, for that. All right. Next. This one is just a little heartbreaking because I guess you could say I'm a Britney fan. I am. Britney had some amazing hits throughout the years. Britney Spears has absolutely solidified herself as one of the best-selling female artists. And what's happened to her and what she's dealing with right now is just really messed up. It's jacked up. I've been a part of the Free Britney movement. I've been hashtagging it out there. Yes, Free Britney. So, and everybody kind of knew that there were a lot of moving pieces in the background that were not really clear, but they were kind of reading in between the lines. And she would drop little breadcrumbs for us here and there. She'd drop little breadcrumbs on her social media to let us know that there were things going on, but not really being out front and honest and just open with it because she couldn't. That be what it is. And yeah, so she, if you guys haven't already, go ahead and Google it, look it up and all that stuff. The transcripts are out there as far as all the stuff that Britney is going through right now in the conservatorship. And I would say, being as someone that's gone through a lot of traumatic events, I can understand losing your mind. I can understand not being in your right state of mind and needing someone to step in and help, and needing someone to step in and be the guide for you. And when she was going through her stuff, you know, this is the difference between a regular person like myself and a Britney Spears. When I go through things and I'm going through depression and stuff, the world don't know, the world don't care. You know, Ash said it is, you know, she's out of her mind, just out of her mind. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a damn. But a pop star, an international pop icon like Britney Spears goes through something and it's front page news, unfortunately. And so as she was going through that time, yeah, I'm sure she needed some help in guiding her life and making sure that things were in place and things were going to go right. But it's been 13 years, y'all. It's been 13 years, which is insane. She no longer goes to, no longer has a psychiatrist come to her house where she can actually get the recommended care that she needs right there in her house. She has to go across town where there's paparazzi sitting waiting to get photographs of her. She's leaving these sessions and she's visibly upset, and understandably so. These paparazzi, they're doing their job, but they can be so vindictive and they can be just downright cruel. So that's that. I think one of the biggest ones that really just hit the world really, really super hard, because we hadn't even considered that this was something that was going on, was the fact that they made her get an IUD. And you guys don't know, an IUD is birth control. It's this little plastic, it looks like the little plastic thing that you get off of your clothes when you go to the store or whatever. It's a cute little guy, and they keep one in her so that she can't get pregnant. They don't want her to get pregnant. They don't want her to get married. Everything that she does is monitored and controlled to some extent. 13 years, I think, is way too long. They said the average conservatorship does not last this long. And everyone is sitting up there pulling. And the fact that she, you know, the other part that was really eye-opening, the fact that she actually basically said her family betrayed her. I was like, what? Say what? She basically said that her family, you know, they're benefiting off of these interviews. I think her brother was doing interviews and stuff months ago, and there was a whole bunch of stuff like that going on. And it's just heartbreaking, because there would be nothing. They would have nothing if it wasn't for Britney's hard work. She's been working since she's a kid, Mickey Mouse Club. And it's just really heartbreaking. It's really sad. And I pray that the courts go ahead and award her out of this conservatorship, because it's seeming, as she was saying, even it's abusive. It's abuse. And she even said her father should be jailed. I was like, dang. Britney was saying it, you know, saying it. So we'll see what happens. None of the family has spoken out until yesterday. Her baby sister, Jamie Lynn Spears, spoke out. Now, what I found fascinating with this is because she says that she didn't participate in the hashtag, you know, Free Britney movement. Why didn't she participate? Why wasn't she on? I think that to an extent, she doesn't want to take sides, but not taking sides is sometimes it's taking a side. So she probably doesn't want to look bad in front of the father, but she also wants to support her sister. There's too many moving pieces in it. She says she's not benefiting, but I don't know. It just seems awful convenient that she would speak out and really not say much of anything. Just basically saying what we already knew anyway. She supports her sister, supposedly. I don't know. I'm sure as the weeks and the days go on, there's going to be more and more stuff that goes out. There's going to be more and more stuff that happens. I just personally want to say, Brittany, I want you to get your freedom, girl. She's 39 years old, still look good. She want to have another baby. She want to marry that man. And she should be able to do so. That's it. That's point blank period. She should be able to do so without any kind of, I mean, it's been 13 years, y'all. 13 years. Her kids are teenagers, and they're not even really they're not in her care at all. They're with Federline, and he's another one that's benefiting off of this conservatorship. I mean, he's getting child support, which is rightfully so, but he may be just squeezing them for a couple more extra dollars. I'm just saying. It's just awful. It's awful convenient. Last on my list. Okay, so, all right, I got a bonus one for y'all, too, because I'm gonna talk about this. Y'all know about hashtag Big Talk. Y'all know about Big Talk. Big Talk. Just the hashtag Big Talk. If you want to see some beautiful, tall, gorgeous, just valiant looking man, go ahead and use that hashtag Big Talk. You know what I'm talking about. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Just go ahead and check out Big Talk. You see this smile here on my face? The smile here is a Big Talk smile. It's nice. Whoever came up with Big Talk, thank you. Ash, thanks you. All right, another bonus. Good on Paper. It's a brand new Netflix movie that came out this weekend. It stars Margaret Cho, and I'm so sorry. Lady that's the star of the movie. She's a comic, and she is funny. I love her energy. I love what she brings to the screen. Y'all got to check out this movie. Good on Paper. Oh, my gosh. People pretending to be things that they're not. People lying about things that they shouldn't lie about. Okay, so this really reminded me of, I really should consider writing a book about my dating mishaps and just dating missteps. But I dated a guy one time, like, when I say one time, like, it was like a couple of days. It wasn't even a full week. And I met him through a friend, and everything seemed cool. We were talking on the phone regularly. We were talking, and, I had a question. I was like, hey, do you have any kids? And he's like, no, I don't have any kids. I was like, cool, I don't have any kids either. Even a bed. Better bed. So then that weekend, there was a concert coming to town, and a friend of mine hit me up and said, hey, Ash, I got this extra ticket. Do you want to take somebody with you? I was like, yes. I met this guy. He's so cute. He's this, he's that. This would be a great opportunity for us to hang out and just, whatever. So it was like a Saturday. And so I hit him up and I'm like, hey, what are you doing? I got tickets to this concert. It's the hottest ticket in town. You want to come with me? It'd be really awesome for us to hang. And he tells me, no, I can't hang because I've got my son. Excuse me, sir? Excuse me? I got my son. But didn't we have a conversation? I said, and I asked you specifically if you had any children. He said, no, you asked if I had any children. Technically, I don't have him. His mother has him. I have my weekend. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Lose my number. Done deal. People be lying. People don't tell the truth. And I say people because it's some women out there trifling too. I'm not going to sit up here and put it all on the fellas because some women just be making us all look bad. But those are my top 3. That's really like a top 5. But I had to slip those in there. Those are good. Those are good. I couldn't let that go to waste. It's good content. So I hope that you guys have a good rest of your week. And like I said, consider watching that Mary J. Blige documentary on Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. Yo. So, peace out to you guys. Bye.